Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Get Your Happy podcast with your host, Tanya B. Drake, spiritual life coach and blogger. And I am giving you tips and lessons and lights and healing for organic happiness. So in this episode, we are talking about rejection. So we all have gone through it, no matter if it's, with a relationship, a career, our job, maybe we've been denied credit, maybe we've been, how about a restaurant? Have you ever been, you get to a restaurant and they tell you, hey, looks like, we're all full and the wait time's going to be about 35 minutes. All of those are forms of rejection and they do not feel good at all. So I recently had an experience of rejection and it did not feel good. No matter how many times it happens, does not feel good. I really want us to hone in on, what can we learn from rejection? So with my experience, I was in my corporate job, I was looking for opportunity in a different department. And what I was told that, that role that I was looking for was filled. It was filled already. And so, no matter what, like I said, it does not feel good. So I wanted to figure out, what can I learn from this? What can I bring to my followers, which I'm sure they've all experienced some form of rejection. And, how can we overcome this and, kind of, dust off our knees, dust off our shoulders and come back from it, right? So if you have something to write with, go ahead and write down hashtag blessings. Yes, you're probably saying, what the heck? We're talking about rejection. This is the wrong video. Well, actually, this is the right video. We're talking about blessings. So whenever rejection happens, we have to consider opportunity. There is a better opportunity on the way. Yes. So blessing. This is a blessing, is a blessing in disguise. Have you heard that before? I hear it all the time, man, it was a blessing in disguise. It worked out for me. So when we settle, right? When we settle, we can easily get emotionally attracted to someone or something. So yes, I said someone. Sometimes we can be so desperate or we're just wanting to settle and we're saying, you know what? Yeah, I can get with that. But actually, that blessing in disguise is that, there was a better opportunity on the way, because maybe that person or maybe that thing or maybe that restaurant or maybe that, loan with high interest or that nursing program that was not for you was just going to, be a blessing in disguise, right? You got new opportunities. Something better was coming towards you. Sometimes, I think for those individuals who, are applying to another career or job opportunity, whenever there is a form of rejection, maybe you are overqualified. Yeah, right? Maybe you're overqualified, or maybe you need more skills to fulfill the role. So, just consider that whenever you are doing something, that there are better opportunities on the way. Number 2, timing. Maybe we have to consider timing. Have you ever heard someone say, man, I'm so glad I know this now, because had it been when I was back in my 20s, it would not have been good, or vice versa. Maybe you learned something at a very young age. And so it prepares you for what's to come in the future. So, timing has a lot to do with it when it comes to, opportunities and rejection. And when rejection, comes up, you really have to consider the timing. Maybe you're not prepared for it now. Maybe you don't have the skills or the knowledge to prepare you for the opportunity right this moment. And you are given that opportunity 2 years down the line and you go, wow, 2 years ago I was, looking to do this and here it is right here, right now. And I'm so ready, right? So timing has a lot to do with it. So that's number 2, write down timing, consider timing when there's a time of rejection, maybe say, you know what, maybe right now wasn't the time. I'm only 23 or I'm only 42 and, it's just not it for me right now. maybe I don't want to buy a house right now, or, maybe I don't want to move across the country at this time. So really kind of think about that. Right? So the very last one, I'm telling you, these videos I'm making them very simple for you. So you can easily remember it and you don't have a lot of homework. So number 3, it's not about you. It's just business. This was one that I have, this is a hard one that I have to swallow that, sometimes I don't have to take it personal, and it's not about me. It's just business, right? So, we can really sit there and we can pick ourselves apart and we can say, man, I wasn't really prepared, or gosh, I shouldn't have had all those credit cards, or damn it, I have so much on, I had to refinance my house and I have all this on my credit, or dang, I should have got dressed sooner so I can make it to the restaurant. But, really, when you sit there and you pick yourself apart, you're not giving yourself any credit for all the time that you have put into, simply applying yourself for the opportunity. But just, consider that the criteria that is being judged, it's an overall criteria, and you can't take it personal. Sometimes, like I said, it's not just about you, it's just business. And this is opportunity to move on. Consider your timing, right? Know that there are better opportunities on the way, right? Sometimes you may need more skills. Maybe you're overqualified and blessings are coming, right? So, patience, sometimes we just got to practice that patience, right? So Mr. Bo Bennett, he is an author of Year to Success, released in 2014. I believe he has another book recently, 2016, Marketing Ideas. And he talks about rejection, right? He says that, rejection is needed and necessary for success. So consider that. Write that down, Mr. Bo Bennett. If you want to read any of his books, go right ahead. And consider that in a time of rejection, because of course we all know it does not feel good. But remember, blessings are on the way, better opportunity, right? Yes, right? Sometimes we can be emotionally attracted, and that's not a good thing, right? Yes. Consider your timing, right? How old are you now? Consider where you want to be in 5 years, 3 years, even 6 months. Yes. And then know that it's not about you and it's only business. Some information is judged on a lot of criteria, and maybe you're overqualified. Sometimes that happens, right? So that's it. That's it for this podcast. We are all done. And I want you to hashtag get yo happy, or I'm bringing happiness back. Why? Because we know that rejection is just a sign for better opportunities on the way. And remember to, follow me, like, share, subscribe if you love this video. Comment below. I'm so sorry I've been, MIA, because I am trying to get over this lovely cold of mine. I'm sure you can hear. But follow me on all of my social media platforms, new websites. It will be done this weekend. I'm so excited to share that with you guys. More content to come, plant-based skincare to come, so a lot of good content coming. So I thank you for being so loyal and keeping up with me. Remember to live abundantly, love your authenticity, and radiate all that good happiness. Pleasure to have you back, and I'll see you back on the next podcast and TV episode.